What's up, everybody? Tim from Terraform Orbital. So this is going to be a quick one. I would like to do a quick rundown on an install commission that I recently completed on a Shadowfoil Hangman. This is the regular aluminum version of the Hangman. I've done a couple of them in the past, so this is just the same install, relatively same chassis. If not, I think this is the same chassis I've done in my previous ones. It also has that same magnetic pogo pin connection that I've put in previous builds, and I also weathered this one. So I'm not going to go over the chassis in detail in this video, but we will do a demo, and I like to go over how to use the hilt, right? So I think I've mentioned this before in the past. I'm a huge fan of this hilt. I do like clan hilts. I do love the two-tone aspect of this hilt, and I love the fact that there's an external NeoPixel array on it as well. I mean, I'm a huge fan of that. Huge fan of unique stuff like that. So, you know, I've talked at length that how much I love this hilt before, so I'm not going to go into that. But that being said, it is a phenomenal hilt. Really, really well made. Threading is nice and clean. It's a great hilt, right? So let's come up top and we'll talk about how to use this guy. So here is the chassis that I've done for this install. We've got a 28mm speaker at the bottom here. That's from Smuggler's Outpost. Battery tray is here. Proffie board sits in this tray as well and slides up under that lip. If you need to get at your SD card, you can do so with, you know, a pair of tweezers. You can get at your USB with a 90-degree connector, or the whole board will slide out if that's the way that you want to go. There is a kill switch down in here. This is how you turn the chassis on and off. And up top, that is where those magnetic pogos are. Okay, so to use your hilt, or use the chassis, take the flat part of your battery. Spring side is your negative. So flat part of your battery down towards the speaker, then hit your kill switch. This is an unscrewable grip hilt. The pommel does unscrew as well, but for this particular build, you're really only going to need to unscrew the grip. What I like to do is take note of where that indentation is on the upper part of the hilt. You want to line up this nubbin with that indentation and just slide it in. It's a very satisfying magnetic connection, so you'll know when it's connected. It'll just kind of suck right in there. So once your chassis is in and it is turned on, just screw your grip on and you're ready to go. So there's that external Kim's Cantina NeoPixel array. I love that. Love the look of that. We've got two buttons here. Top is main, bottom is aux.
Watch this.
Now this is pod racing.
Really, really cool. I love that we can animate that. All right, so let's come down to the bottom. So one thing I did forget to mention, I did weather this as well. So I did a pass of aluminum black on the entire hilt. I also knocked back some of the edges on these anodized parts. So the grip is anodized blue, the CoverTech wheel is blue, some of these greeblies and the control box are blue. So I knocked down the edges of all those with some steel wool to make them look a little bit more used. The blade plug, so Shadowfoil does provide this really, really classy brass blade plug. I weathered that as well. I don't know if you can focus on, if it focuses on that. I weathered that with a vinegar solution to give it that green, that real green patina, right? So let's put a blade in it. All right, so to put your blade in, you want to unscrew the set screw. There's one set screw that holds your blade and your blade plug in. Loosen that, take your blade plug out. So 1-inch blade. Slide your blade till it rests on those PCB pins, and then you tighten your set screw, and you're good to go. So there's that NeoPixel array. That has its own blade config in the config. So I've just added most of my stock fonts to this config. The config is also on the SD card as a backup. I've set these up with color wheel as well. So to access the color wheel, you hold down aux and tap main. When you find a color you like, tap main again. It'll lock that color in. Great hilt. Great hilt. And again, I just love the fact that we get these external NeoPixels. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, right? Of course. So that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Just a very quick rundown video on an install commission that I completed recently. I've actually got another one of these coming right behind it. I've got another steel version of this hilt that I'm going to be installing. I love this hilt. Love it. Love it. Really unique hilt. So anyhow, to the client, thank you very much for your patience and trusting me with your install. To the viewers, if anyone has any questions, I know I always say this, don't be a stranger. You can find me on Instagram. I'm usually in the Lightsaber Discord as well. And thank you for the support, everybody. And thank you for watching. So with that being said, may the Force be with you always. Later, everybody.